Everybody, we're here on Facebook Live. Just a heads up that we've got a really incredible interview, some very special studio guests to find out more about Shaun the Sheep, the Circus show that is live now on the way to 21st May at the Marina Bay Sands. And there's even going to be a live performance. We're hitting on air right now. About
Frankie goes to Hollywood and Two Tribes here on 1FM 91.3. Good morning. A lot of excitement in the studio today. You're on the Brightside with Carol and Lavinia and joined by some of the crew from Shaun the Sheep Circus show.
Hi.
Good morning. So we've got Benjamin Napton joining us. You're the associate director. We've also got Paul O'Keefe, who's Shaun the Sheep, and we've got John Bonaventura, who plays Bitzer. See, they are all in character this morning. You got to log on to Facebook and see their amazing costumes. So it's currently showing at the Sands Theatre, Marina Bay Sands from now to 21st of May. It's an amazing show. Two wonderful worlds of internationally acclaimed Australian circus ensemble Circa and Academy Award-winning studio Aardman come together to bring a much-loved children's TV show, Shaun the Sheep, to life.
Now, we got to get you to tell us all about this incredible show. I had the honor of actually catching this wonderful show on Sunday, but you tell us about how it's bringing together two amazing worlds.
Look, it was a real challenge taking on Shaun the Sheep and integrating Circus into it, making it a live performance show. And one thing we really didn't want to do, we didn't want it to just be suits and characters walking around. We wanted to add what we can do, which is incredible acrobatics. So we've got a full-time ensemble of about 25 acrobats.
Wow.
And they can do incredible things. So in this show, not only do we tell story and there's all the characters that people love from Shaun the Sheep, but they also do their kind of signature form of acrobatics. So there's some fabulous physical work in the show as well.
There is so much that I love about this show. The sets are incredible. The costumes are incredible. Extremely clever. I'm just full of praise. Full of praise. And really, the ensemble, they do everything. They dance, they act, they film as well. They juggle, they do acrobatics. We just keep watching. We're like, these guys do everything.
She's come back and she wants to join the cast.
Yes, I will be asking about that later on. Yes, it's one of the questions I have, putting him on the spot with that. And where has the show been to?
So we've been touring around Australia. So we've been in Melbourne, we premiered in Brisbane, we've done other seasons in North Queensland. So we've done about 6 or 7 seasons in Australia, and this is our international premiere. So we're really stoked to be able to bring it here to Singapore.
That's awesome. So you guys have been working hard. What are some of the challenges you've been facing in putting the show together?
Look, it's a big show. So, bringing it into a theatre like this, getting the setup, getting the acrobats integrated with the props and the costume, and I feel like sometimes they're busier backstage than they are on stage sometimes because there's so many costume changes, there's so many props and so many things going on. So that's one of the big challenges. And as always, working with kind of physical performers, and the shows are extremely demanding. So making sure the guys are in peak condition and making sure every show is as good as it can be.
My goodness, I can't imagine, the physical demands from each of the cast members to do the show because, I see all the stunts being performed, the acrobatics and all that. It is really like, they must be very fit.
If you want to have a glimpse of what they look like, in fact, they're not stopping. Even in the studio, Shaun and Bitzer are still going. They're still having a little fun. Join us on Facebook. See for yourself the fun that's happening here this morning.
So let's head on to Facebook Live.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here they are.
good times.
Turn it.
Hey,
Hello, everyone.
So we've got Benjamin Napton, who is the associate director. We've also got Shaun the Sheep, played by Paul, and John is Bitzer over here. What I like about the show is that there, it crosses, there's no language barrier because there is no language, right? No spoken language. It's just a lot of sheep noises, doggy noises, and just sounds. I love that. Even the dialogue and with the humans.
I like grunts and like.
I love that.
I love that, and I can appreciate like the difficulty and the discipline needed to stay in character because when you perform the stunts, sometimes I go like, and these guys are still going, meh, meh. How do you do that? How do you maintain that, with no spoken word?
Yeah, look, we work with an incredible group of people. Some of them have been with us for a really long time. When we're back in Brisbane, these guys train 9 till 5, Monday to Friday.
Wow.
So we're constantly developing skills. There's a lot of trust in the ensemble. And then we've got this added challenge, like you say, of staying in character. Yeah, so it took a long time to make this work. And I think the characterization and the acrobatics has been able to integrate really, really well.
Okay, they got a very special treat for us this morning. Oh, they're trying to turn on the TV.
I feel like that's a remote control that my husband should have. He will never lose it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
always like, honey, where am I? Oh no!
Oh, it's broken! Oh, Shaun, what have you done? Oh, super glue. It says super glue.
Oh!
Super glue. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Oh, yes!
Yay! Oh, wait, hang on there.
Oh, no.
Oh! Gives new meaning to bonded for life.
Oh.
Yes. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, no, he's hit. Oh! Ah!
Oh gosh. Oh no. I wanna try and hold the remote. I'm afraid what might happen. Will I too be super good?
Maybe super good.
Oh, wow! That feels like if my husband and I attempted some ballroom dancing, that'll be exactly how it looks like. Oh my goodness! But that is exactly it. I think the show really captures, Aardman's signature wit, the outright hilarity with, skits like that taking place on stage. I'll tell you this, Benjamin. Not only were my kids laughing throughout from start to finish, I have 3 boys who went to see the show as well. I was laughing. I've been a huge fan of Aardman's, claymation series since young, and now my kids are into it. And to see it on stage was just really such a special experience.
Yeah, Aardman are fabulous. And also it's very much an all-ages show. Like the amount of adults and parents that we get in who love the show so much. It was a real surprise when we did our first Brisbane season. So it's great to see that it's appealing to all ages like that.
I'll tell
I
you
don't know
this,
about you
okay?
guys. I'm just watching the show.
Yeah,
Right
the show
now
is
in
taking
the
place
studio.
live.
I love what's happening in here. I want to say good morning to Winston, actually, who's just sending us greetings via Facebook. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. Winston, thank you so much for logging on this morning. Do say hi to us because, as you can tell, they're so entertaining. They're non-stop.
They are non-stop. Yes.
Have you ever encountered a moment where, off stage, they're still meh, 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 and they're not really talking using words?
Yes, in the rehearsal room, during lunch, yes, they're constantly in these characters, which is good. It warms them up once they get to the theatre, but there's lots of bars and woofs. And
Might not go down so well for radio, though, I don't think.
No, fair.
We are going back on air to quiz Benjamin with more questions, and those questions that I want to ask. Oh, only you. Only me, yes. All righty. See you back on air. Tune in.
What a great track!
Yes, it's Hungry Heart by Bruce Springsteen. Actually, I'm always a hungry belly more than so. Don't you think so?
We've got Hungry Shaun the Sheep and Hungry Bitsa in the studio this morning. The cast from Shaun the Sheep Circus show.
That's right.
Joining us along with Associate Director Benjamin Napton. Hello, guys!
Hi.
Me. They're very much in character still. I love it. Hey, do join us on Facebook Live because they are going on with their special acrobatics here in the studio, actually. So facebook.com/1FM913. Don't miss out on the action.
Yeah, they came here in their really fantastic costumes, very clever designs as well. I mean, how it captures, the essence of Aardman's claymation film. It's really captured in, the headgear, everything. It's really wonderful. Okay. 2 questions, okay? So I went to see you guys perform, and then during the intermission, right, there were kids doing the low end sort of stunts. They were rolling on the ground. You can see the parents trying to like flip them over. So everyone, young and old, were getting in on the act. I think that's the thing that people need to know about the show. It's really for everyone, isn't it, Benjamin?
Yeah, it really is for everyone. And I love going out into the foyers after the show or at interval and seeing all the kids and parents trying to do acrobatic moves.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like we should put acrobat out in the foyer so they can do it.
This is where my question comes in. So, is there any chance there might be a Shaun the Sheep circus school for the young and old? Because I think people would really jump on board. And, the training that's involved, it's a great form of fitness. It's so fun,
Yeah, you're totally right, actually. And we do have an academy back in Australia. So we operate out of Brisbane. We've got our Circa Academy there. And often we actually do repertoire workshops where you can actually do the moves from the show and we make acts from the show.
I'm sorry, I
Wow.
need to do it in the Shaun the Sheep, the circus show costumes. It's
I
the
just
costumes
want-
that
I
really
just
get
want
for
the
me.
costume. They are up to some very naughty things in the studio this morning.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, you've got to log on to Facebook. You have to see what these two are up to. Shaun the Sheep and Bits are very, very cheeky this morning. Oh my goodness. Will there be a studio at the end of this interview? I don't know.
Or maybe we might run off and join the circus with them.
It feels like we've already done that. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
All right. So I know it's going to be hard to choose, Ben, but what's your favorite part of the show?
Yes.
Oh, that is a very good question. Look, I really enjoy seeing the acrobats in Act 2 try and fix the massive mistake that they made at the end of Act 1.
Oh, now I'm
Yeah.
curious. What is this massive mistake?
Well,
Bum, bum, bum.
how much can I tell you? Well, look, the farmer is setting up for a night of TV watching, and he gets his new TV, he sets it up, he connects the cable, and at the end of Act 1, the sheep accidentally cut the cable to his TV.
okay.
So Act 2 becomes this bizarre situation where the sheep are trying to create live TV and stream it to his TV.
It is hilarious.
Oh, gosh, that sounds
it is
adorable.
so brilliant as well. So we're going to jump onto Facebook Live so that everyone can just see the antics that Shaun the Sheep as well as Bitzer, played by this amazing cast, they get up to here in our studio. Join us.
Hit us.
Hello, everyone. Hey,
When
hey,
I
hey.
say good morning to Candida, she's like, ba morning. You guys are awesome. Must be so tiring, to be in character all the time. I wonder how they do it. If they could talk, that would be fantastic. Meh, meh.
Oh my goodness! See that? I think this is really the most fun we've had in the studio.
Yeah.
I love it. Don't go. Stay
Yes,
here
please stay
forever,
here. We
please.
need
Yes,
this live
yes.
action
Yeah, please.
in the studio every single day.
Now, tell us this, Benjamin. What are 3 things we should all know about this incredible show?
3 things. Well, as you have previously said, the costumes are fairly incredible. So we've got an amazing designer in Brisbane called Libby McDonnell. It took her a long, dedicated time to work on these costumes, and they've come out fabulously.
The eyes are spot on, I must say.
Yes, the eyes took a lot of time, and a real close collaboration with Aardman on the eyes as well, because the eyes are so specific in how they're designed. So that was a really interesting process. And look, the other big thing is the acrobatics in the show is spectacular. Yeah, so these guys are physically extraordinary.
I'm amazed at how many different aerial arts are
Yeah.
brought in, various acrobatics, there's juggling. I'm just like, my goodness.
Yeah,
They do everything.
There are lots in there. Yeah, we're really lucky to work with an ensemble, and they're able to be on stage most of the time together. There are a few solos in there, a beautiful tissue act, a triple trapeze act performed by 3 pigs.
Yes.
And I guess the other thing is the story. That's the other big thing that I really love about the work and seems to communicate really well is the story and how it's told.
So, I mean, we know that, this Shaun the Sheep has about, I think 150 episodes, 175 episodes. How closely does this stage production follow, that long history and story,
Yeah, it's a really good question. During the creative development process, I got a sheep in my ear. During the creative development process, I actually watched every single episode. So every
Wow.
piece of content that had been created for Shaun the Sheep, the creative team watched. And then we kind of distilled that. So there is some stuff in this show that is referential to the things that have been created. But the director, Yaron Lifshitz, did create a new storyline for it. But there's lots of reference material in there to the series.
I want to take Bitzer home.
Yeah,
Actually, he's one of my favorite characters from Shaun the Sheep because, long-suffering, but, so hardworking and responsible.
He's so
You do
responsible.
a good job.
Yeah,
you do, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but I like it, on stage when Shaun has an idea, ding!
Yes.
Everyone's like, what is it? Tell us.
Yeah, Shaun has many ideas in this show. Some work out well, some not so well.
Well, we are going back on air for a final chat with this amazing cast with Benjamin, all about Shaun the Sheep, the Circus show, playing now at Marina Bay Sands. I think Bitzer and me had a moment there.
Yeah.
I was like all Joey on him. I was like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, he came on over to my side in the studio. I like it.
They are all too cute. We've got Shaun the Sheep played by Paul O'Keefe, and we've also got Bitzer played by John Bonaventura, and Associate Director Benjamin Napton from Shaun the Sheep Circus show joining us here in the studio this morning on the Brightside. You guys, you gotta log on to facebook.com/1FM913 to see all the action firsthand. Absolutely hilarious. They're sparing absolutely nothing in the studio. I think everything's been tampered with so far.
Yeah, I don't want them to go. I want to take them home.
Don't
They're
cut that wire,
hilarious.
Sean. Don't cut that wire.
Don't cut the
Very
wire.
dangerous.
No.
Anything could happen here.
Yeah. All right. So, Ben, tell us again, what are the 3 things we should all know about this incredible show?
First and foremost, incredible acrobatics on stage, fabulous costumes and design, and also a great storyline.
My favorite set piece is that the meadow, the backdrop.
Yep.
I wish I could have one in my house. And then they slide down. No, it's very steep.
Oh,
and it's
instead of
high.
a staircase in your house, you just slide down.
I don't know where I'll slide to, but I just want one in my backyard if I can.
Who should be watching Shaun the Sheep Circus show?
Look, it's really for all ages. We've been so surprised by the adults that have come along and absolutely loved it. Some of them have a connection to Shaun the Sheep in the past, the clay animation, and some of them haven't. But it's for families, it's for children, it's for young people. It's really an all ages show.
All right, so Shaun the Sheep Circus show happening now to the 21st of May over at Marina Bay Sands. You can grab your tickets from marinabaysands.com.
Radio. Put the music on. 91.3 1FM. Good times, greatest hits.
Alrighty. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for this really fun interview. Hands down, the most fun I've had in the studio.
I know you guys
You
really
guys
should come back
are
every day.
amazing.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, we're around for the next week. So.
How many radio interviews have you done?
We've done a few, maybe like 3 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here
But
in
needless
Singapore?
to say,
Yeah.
we must be the favorite.
I'm
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
We love you as much as you guys
I
love
feel
us.
like, Shaun the Sheep and Bitzer are like our spirit animals. When we're not on air, essentially that's how we are on air, essentially, the both of us. If we could get away with that, we would.
Yes.
And things would not be standing.
Word
In
right
any
there,
place.
Carol. Word right there.
Spirit animal.
Shaking his bum bum. Ayo, and the tail is just
He's shaking his bum bum.
He's adorable.
That's what doggies
Give
do.
him a treat. Pat his head. Tickle his chin.
You see what they do to us?
Yes, I
Reduce
do.
us
I
to
do.
a puddle of crazy.
I love it. So do catch the show. I've caught it. It's amazing. Get your tickets right now. Remember, it's on from now to the 21st of May over at the Marina Bay Sands Theatre.
So Ben, you're gonna cast this in the show, right?
We'll tell you what?
Yeah,
Of course. Surely we can have a radio part to one of the shows. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. What is the training that's involved? Sorry, I need to ask this.
For the acrobats?
Yes.
Okay, so lots of them have been training as acrobats from when they were very young. Some of them come out of dance background, some of them come out of gymnastics background, and then once they come to Circa, it's like a full-time job.
I can do a proper forward roll.
Wow.
I know, with the head tuck and everything. It's life-changing. You gotta see it. You know what I'm saying?
I thought I was just about to see it.
All right. I didn't bring my forward roll
Please
clothes.
don't hurt yourself. Yeah. I can do it with a lot of help. Yeah, I need one person here, one there, and one to, roll me
Essentially,
over.
We need a padded cell here.
Yeah.
Yes, fair.
We'll be great for the show.
Yes.
Alrighty. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Take care.
Good times. Greatest hits. 1FM.